It's me, Amor, in studio with Phife Dawg. What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing great. I was gonna say welcome to the Bay, but I didn't know you lived here, so you it's like this is home.
Yeah, but I hardly come to the actual city, like barely.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like out.
Yeah, I come out here maybe like I go to Nike Town like twice a year or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's dope. It's great to have you here. Just so you know, I know you just said before this interview that your wife got you onto our station, and we are like 7 months old. The throwback station, the new Q102. Yeah. We play strictly throwbacks. We take it back to like 1988 to 2010. So we play Tribe Called Quest. We play Naughty by Nature, Fugees, some old school Jay-Z. What are some of your like favorite throwbacks that you maybe still bump to this day?
It ain't hard to tell. I excel. You know what I mean?
There it is.
Like anything from Nas, the Illmatic album to the Stillmatic album, the Godson album. You know what I mean? Even the Life is Good album was crazy.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Then there's Mobb Deep, the Infamous album, the Hell on Earth album, the Infamy album.
Look at you.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be there all day. And then KRS-One is my favorite MC ever, so I could go in the archives of that all day as well. So, hint, bring me up. It's on. No.
You know what? It's so awesome that you said this, because I was going to ask you, like, what do you feel about hip-hop today? Because, like, you just named some classic, like, hip-hop albums and artists, you know what I mean? And, like, music has changed, like, in this new era. So, what do you feel about it now?
I mean, there's a select few that's doing it right now that I listen to, you know what I'm saying?
Who would you say?
Like Drake, I love that 0 to 100. I play that every day.
I love that one.
And
I love Drake all day.
I don't think I should play it anymore while I'm driving, because I go 0 to 100, like, seriously.
That's awesome.
Like, that's how much I like the record. And then I love Pusha T's solo album.
Mm-hmm.
That album was hot.
I interviewed him a couple months ago.
You know what I mean? But, right. So, for the most part, there's a few people I'm liking out there. Other than them, there's so many MCs that are pretty much duplicates of each other. You know what I mean? I want to see somebody that's brave enough to set up their own lane, their own path.
Do you feel that Kendrick fills that spot?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry. I just heard the new album yesterday.
You know what? I haven't heard it, but...
Salutations.
There it is.
Salutations.
That's what's up.
Definitely.
I love where he's at right now. Is it is one of my favorites for sure. That first verse is like...
He's killing it.
Yes, most definitely.
It's so fresh in my head that I can't even remember the titles of the songs. But
right.
I just listened to it through and through and was like, oh, okay.
That's
somebody cares about the art still. You know what I mean?
And it really is, like, that's really what it is. I really do feel that. We were talking about it before you came in, and I feel the same way, because... like, the first album, was catchy. He definitely had a lot of hits off that, radio hits, but he's taking it back to, like, a little bit more deep, a little bit more political, and I like that about him. And his sound is different. It's not too commercial. And I could appreciate something like that, you know what I mean? Because it's not the same.
Yeah, absolutely not.
That's what's up. Also wanted to ask you, like, what were some of your favorite albums from A Tribe Called Quest that you worked on?
My favorite of all time, I'd say Low End. Because in a selfish kind of way, that was like my coming out party. Yeah. To a lot of people, like they thought I learned how to rap overnight, pretty much. Because the first album out of 15 songs, I was only on 4. You know what I mean? And all of those lyrics were Q-Tip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even the ones I said, those were Q-Tip lyrics. So that was like Q-Tip's baby right there, like top to bottom. Yeah. So everybody thought once Low End came out, I'm on like most of the album. They thought I learned how to rap overnight or whatever. I'm like, I've been doing this. But, that was a coming out party. So that was definitely my favorite album of all times. And then I'd have to say Midnight after that.
Midnight after that.
Yeah.
Can we expect anything from A Tribe Called Quest in the near future? No.
Done.
It's done.
Done.
Wow.
Unfortunately done. Yeah.
Are you still cool with some of
some. I'm actually cool with everybody. Yeah,
that's what's up.
I'm cool with everybody, but family is family. It's not like, remember when P Diddy and them had Making the Band?
Mm-hmm. I sure remember the reality show.
Right. Most of the artists just met each other. That's not what Tribe was. Tribe, I've known Q-Tip since we were 2 years old. Yeah. I've known Ali since 9th grade. I've known Jerobi since he was in 6th grade. I was in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? So we've known each other all our lives pretty much. It wasn't a group that they just put together on a whim. So the next time you watch the documentary, understand that family argue, family fight. If you have a sister or a brother, y'all bump heads from time to time. But at the end of the day, you
still
love. You fight, you love again.
That's what's up.
That's what Tribe Called Quest is. You know what I mean? Beats, rhymes, and love.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Word.
Let's talk about your radio show, because I heard you have a Sirius XM Phife Sports Network going on right now. That's something new, or how long is that?
Yeah, that's something I'm working on right now. I'm doing a bunch of different things that'll lead to that particular endeavor. You know what I mean? But like for instance, I'll be one of the judges at the McDonald's All-American High School game dunk contest in a few weeks in Chicago. So I'll be taping like for ESPN, but I'll be making snippets of that for my network, putting it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, things of that nature. And then eventually my podcast will pop off. Gotcha. I'll be doing documentaries eventually, sports documentaries.
Love that.
You know what I mean?
Are you happy with this direction right here? Is this something you always wanted to do?
Always.
Nice.
Always. And I've always wanted to be an NBA or college basketball analyst as well. You know what I mean? So I'm working it out. It's coming.
Look at you. You went from hip-hop to sports.
I'm
sure you've always had love.
Like, sports was always my first love. But I used to play basketball, but I didn't grow, so I figured there's only a few Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webbs of the world, Earl Boykins and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I had to do the hip-hop thing because it was part of my DNA being from Queens, first of all. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then I loved it, but I always wanted to do the sports thing. You know what I mean?
Speaking about sports, the 49ers, a lot of players are retiring. How do you feel about that? Isn't it crazy? Like, I'm kind of worried about our team. I'm like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
New stadium, is that what it was?
I think it was a good decision by that young man. Being that what I liked what he said was, when you start feeling symptoms, it's pretty much too late.
Yeah.
And then, like I said to my man Damon, one of my favorite athletes was Tony Dorsett. He was like my introduction to the running back position when I was in like second and third grade. I followed his career. Even though I wasn't a Dallas Cowboy fan, I was a Tony Dorsett fan. Mm-hmm. And I followed his career since I was knee-high. My grandmother bought me a football, and it had his autograph on it. Damn, and I was gassed like, Grandma, where did you meet Tony Dorsett?
Right.
But to find out that he's having an early stage of dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever, that's absolutely scary. That was my dude. And I even met him in the airport in Dallas one day. I went out there for a Maverick game against the Kings, and I saw him in the airport, and I was nudging my manager like, yo, B, that's Tony Dorsett, son. And I ran up on him like, yo, can I get an autograph? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was gassed.
Right.
He was my favorite athlete, and Magic Johnson. I met both of them, so I'm happy.
I would love to meet Magic Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought it was a good decision by my man,
Yeah.
Even though he was just a rookie.
And the Warriors are kicking ass right now. Seriously.
Yeah, Clay is out for a few weeks, but they'll be all right.
Yeah, they're going to be good. Right. I think, I mean, they're in the playoffs, so
I hope they win it all. I really hope they win it all.
What's next for you besides the sport?
Muddy Morphosis, my new album.
Oh, okay.
Dropping a single in a few months.
Can you make sure to send that to me?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If you're in the Bay, we can get you in here and maybe like introduce it. That would be really, really dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll exchange our info and it'll be dope to get you in here and talk about it. So just a single album coming out?
Yeah, after that. Maybe end of the year, top of next year.
Okay, so you're still putting it together right now?
Yeah.
You excited about this?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we going to be talking about?
Recording. Huh?
What are you going to be hitting? Like,
I mean, it's a fun album. I'm freestyling on a couple joints.
All right.
Taking it back to where it was. You know what I'm saying? I should have named the album The Way We Were.
You know what?
It's really a throwback. It's a throwback just like this station. It's
really
a throwback
is.
album. You know what
I
would
love to play that entire album on the station.
I definitely have some Lovey Dove records on there.
Okay.
I have a couple of tunes talking about my illness. How I've been getting through that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's fun. It's things to talk about. To all my smokers out there, you could roll up one to a certain amount of songs. You know what I'm saying?
There's passion behind it.
You could mow your lawn. to certain songs. You could vacuum your house to certain songs.
Right.
You could grab your woman. You could grab your woman up and let you know you love her to certain songs. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a plethora of things to look forward to.
I am excited about that. We have to keep in touch because that's going to be huge. Doubt. That's going to be huge.
For sure. Yep.
It's so awesome to have you here, seriously.
Thank
and
you
come
very
back
much.
anytime.
Thank you very much.
Phife Dawg.
All
and
right.
of course, it's the throwback station, the new Q102. Now, before you leave, do you feel comfortable with doing a freestyle?
I'll do a freestyle.
Okay, you might want to.
Can I curse?
Of course you can.
Really?
Go
On here?
for it. Do
Really?
it.
Okay, all right.